I don't think so, and we don't really talk about revenge against teams we've lost to. I mean, the only time you really talk about what happened last time is really against your crosstown rivals. Other than that, it's just another. This is an MLS match. There's 3 points on the line. It's against a very good team, a very well coached team, a team who is true to their concept and has done a fantastic job. And they're in form of late. So we have a lot of work ahead of us for tomorrow, but um, it's a different circumstance than last year. And so I don't think it's useful nor is it fair to compare. Um, our team right now is in form. They're hungry. They're confident. They're fresh, and they're ready to go. And it's a home game that we want to win. And this is the mentality we have against everyone.
It's going to be a really busy July. What's a challenge to just keep that momentum and have everybody like still fresh, like you mentioned?
Yeah, I think as far as the MLS goes, before the Leagues Cup, we have 3 more matches. 2 of them are at home, and so we'd love to win all 3, but we want to take as many points as possible in this little last stretch before the League Cup begins and the League Cup ends, and then we start thinking about playoffs in the last 7, 8 games of MLS. So it's really important to finish this first 2/3 of the season in a positive manner, and if possible, in first place.
And we've talked about Matty a lot lately, but just what are you seeing from him like in practice and how he keeps developing his game and just like the great moment that he's having?
Yeah, I think you see a confident player. You see a player who is putting himself in position to finish plays and to score goals. And we've always known he has the ability, but he is now really adapted to our system as an attacker. And whether it's the wing or as the 9, he's figured out both positions and put himself in a position to score. I think that's the biggest difference between Matty now and Matty last season when he plays an attacker. Um, his positioning and his anticipation of where to be to actually affect the score line is much, much better. And now he's just adding his finish as well. So it's fun to watch him play right now.
Steve, your name is sounds for to head the national soccer team for US. What do you think about, and if you are you interested in?
The only thing I'm thinking about now is LAFC. And I think that's where my comments will focus on LAFC and what our objectives are the next couple of weeks. We have a tough schedule now: Columbus, then Real Salt Lake at home, and then we go to Seattle. So before the Leagues Cup starts, and so there's plenty of work and things to talk about here.
Okay, we'll go to Zoom with Ronald.
Hey, Steve. Regardless of your situation with the possible opening, having been around it for years as a player and as assistant, do you have any feelings either way of whether there's an advantage for a national team coach to be an American or a foreigner?
Looking from the outside in is always difficult. I don't normally comment on other clubs and how they operate and do their work unless I'm a fan. I'll do the same, or I won't do that for the U.S. Men's national team either. And so, I think those people who are guiding that ship are well equipped to talk about that.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Final opportunity for question for Steve. Excellent. Oh, sorry, Michael, go ahead.
Thanks, Alonzo. Thanks, Steve. You mentioned the stretch of games up ahead and 21 and 22 games into the season. I'm wondering, in your mind, when does the quote-unquote final push begin? And when do you really start focusing on playoff positioning and making a push toward the final stretch of the season? Or are you not there yet?
Well, we're always pushing. I think that's part of playing a professional sports organization in Los Angeles. We're always pushing and striving for the best. Pressure is always there, which we enjoy and we respect, but I think we also use to our advantage. But to answer your question, I think that stretch comes after the Leagues Cup, wherever that ends for us, after the first round or maybe after the final, who knows. That last stretch of MLS games that turn into the playoffs